Hello, and welcome back to Ranking of Saturn, episode 64. Today promises to be an interesting episode of Ranking of Saturn. We have 3 more games to rank. All of them, I think, have interesting stories. And the first game we are going to look at today... Oh, I should also mention that all 3 games that we're going to look at today were released in Europe in, I believe, November of 1997. So we are deep into late 97 now. Yeah, November. All 3 games. November 97. Okay. So the first game we're going to look at today is a puzzle game from Taito. It is the 3rd installment of a sub-franchise. A sub-franchise of which we have already played a game of in this series. And the game is Bust-A-Move 3. This game is strange in some ways. I'm not talking about the game itself, I'm talking about the manufacturing of the European version of Bust-A-Move 3. So, like I just said, this game got released in Europe in November of 1997. That is a date that is confirmed by multiple sources, including by looking at the disk image itself and seeing what the last modified file on the disk image is. I believe, according to my records here, the last modified file on the Bust-A-Move 3 disk image for the PAL version is the 24th of September 1997, which fits nicely with the release month of November, because like I've said before, the average amount of time between a game going gold and a game hitting store shelves in this period appears to be 6 to 8 weeks, so that fits nicely with this game's release date. However, there's weirdness surrounding it. This game came out, I believe this is the last game to do so. This game came out in the old style cardboard case. If you remember, at some point in late 96 to early 97, the Sega Saturn transitioned from cardboard style cases like this one to more modern, like DVD style cases with paper inserts that slot in around a plastic clamshell. And so a game coming out this late for the platform using the old style cardboard case is interesting. And then if you actually look at the back of the case, all of the copyright dates on this box say 1996. So I have a theory. That the European release of Bust-A-Move 3 was originally meant for late 96, but for some reason got pushed back for like an entire year before it finally came out. And I'm guessing they must have manufactured the cases in advance before the game was like ready for European release, because these cases look like they would have been, perfectly normal for a game that came out in 96, but late 97? Nah. So I think something happened. In the manufacturing and release of this game for Europe, where they straight up had finished making these cases, and for some reason the publisher or the developer just went, hold up, put on the fucking brakes, wait, no, stop. And then the game got put on hold for like a year. It's very strange. It's bizarre. I don't understand what might have happened there. But it's interesting to think about. Okay. Let me put away the list, bring up the capture screen, and let's play us some motherfucking Buster Move 3. I'm gonna put my headphones on. Okay. Is there no sound? Why is there no sound? What is going on? Is that normal? Why is there no sound playing? Oh, there is sound. Okay. For some reason, that Acclaim intro was just silent.
Straight.
Okay. So the title screen has copyright dates of 1996 and 1997. So at least the discs seem to have been, you know, updated for 1997, if not the cases. So I wonder what happened. Okay, so yeah, Buster Move 3, sequel to Buster Move 2, obviously, but has some interesting changes to the previous game. This game introduces a lot of new characters. Oh, hang on, sound effects. Sound effects. Turn the game up just a little bit. Bulbin. What? Okay. Bub and Bob. Okay. Boblin and Bublin. They have different sound effects for the different... Hang on. Okay. Whatever. Alright, let's look at the controls. Okay, so pretty much the same controls as Buster Move 2. Left and right. Fine adjustment on the shoulders, up to point straight up. And all A, B, and C all do the same thing. So you've got one player puzzle mode, player versus computer, and player versus player. But we don't have anyone to play with, so let's play against the computer. Practice, normal, and hard. So we get to choose a character, and the character you choose changes the rules of the game. So we're going to play as Sonic Blast Man because he makes a cameo appearance in this game, which is kind of awesome. Sonic Blast Man is a character from from other Taito games. I have memories of playing a Sonic Blast Man arcade machine. So yeah, this is still pretty much just Buster Move. The gameplay hasn't really changed. Maybe the presentation has been, you know, cleaned up slightly. Maybe looks a little bit nicer in some subtle ways over 2. god. You want to line up your launcher with coloured bubbles of the same colour to make those coloured bubbles burst and potentially drop other coloured bubbles that are clinging to the bottom of them. Any bubbles you're able to drop from underneath the bubbles you burst get sent over to the other side of the screen. Oh my god. Can you fucking stop, please? I'm getting destroyed. I'm screwed. That's a great that's a great piece of game over art there. Let's try again. Let's play Sonic Blast Man again. Yeah, the Sonic Blast Man arcade machine. So there was a kind of an there was kind of a beat 'em up for the Super Nintendo called Sonic Blast Man that was like kind of like mediocre, but the real Sonic Blast Man game was the arcade machine, which was an arcade machine that the main input in that game was a punching surface. There was a big, like, padded surface that you had to punch as hard as humanly possible. And then the whole point of the game is you are Sonic Blast Man, you've got to defeat, like, various, like, threats by hitting them. And the game would detect your punch, measure how hard it was, and then that would determine how much health you took off the enemy on that stage. That is a game that sounds really interesting and cool, but is very, very prone to abuse and misuse. So basically, I might have to pause for a second here while I explain this, because I'm going to have to use my hands. So the arcade machine would have like a monitor, and in front of the monitor would be a... Oh, hang on. Okay, that's weird. Don't know what that was. Didn't know if I was meant to interact with that, or if that was a cutscene, or whatever. Hang on. Okay, pause. So the arcade machine would be like a big CRT screen, and in front of the CRT screen would be this punching mitt or surface. It wasn't a bag. It was on a mechanical arm that stood up, and that mechanical arm was on a hinge. And on the top of this mechanical arm was this big soft surface that you could hit. And if you hit it, the arm would retract back down into the machine, and that would be used to measure like the impact of your punch, how fast it went back down and how hard it hit. Okay. And the machine we had at our local arcade, you're supposed to just stand there normally, okay, and then just hit it as hard as you can from a standard standing position. Also, I believe the machine came with a punching glove on a chain that you're supposed to put on your hand before punching this mechanical arm thing. However, somebody had cut the chain and stolen the punching glove, and so the only way to play the game was to punch this surface with your bare hand. And also, unfortunately, in front of the machine was a big empty space of about 15 to 20 feet. And so what you have essentially created there is a run-up for idiot teenagers to try and cheat at the game by doing running punches without a boxing glove. So you have idiot children doing running punches, hitting this softened but still quite hard, still quite hard, like punching surface with their bare hands in order to try and, you know, win at this arcade game. And I believe what happened was there was an accident. Some idiot teenager who didn't know how to punch, because of course they don't, because they're idiot teenagers, I believe, did a running punch at the machine and broke their wrist because they were idiots and they didn't have their... A, you're not supposed to do running punches, and B, there's no punching glove, and C, you're a teenager, so you don't actually know how to correctly, you know, position your hand when you punch something. So if you're slightly crooked and you make the connection, you're going to put way too much pressure on your wrist and potentially break your wrist. And that is what happened. And I believe after that event, the machine was removed from our arcade, so no one could play it ever again. So it was cool while it lasted, but unfortunately, due to idiots and scumbags being idiots and scumbags, we all lost, which I believe is the, you know, is true for most things in life. All right. I like that the option for continue is no quit. Oh. So that's my memory of playing the Sonic Blast Man machine. It was this beautiful thing we had for like a couple of months, and then they had to take it away because people were fucking stupid. God. That's right. Whatever. They never give you the colours you fucking need. You never get the colours you need when you need them, it seems, in this game. Because I think the colours are... I don't think they're on a set pattern. I think they're randomised. So you can never count on getting what you need at the right time. Also, I like that this single-player mode is us going to various different arcade machines and challenging the characters in those arcade machines. Like we're fighting the character from a claw machine now. I would love a blue, if I could have a blue, please. Thank you. My God. Can I have a colour I can use, please? Thank you. My God. That's right. Shit. Uh-oh. I'm screwed. I'm screwed. I'm screwed. I'm screwed. Come on now. No. Let's try a different character. I think we can just change the character if we hit start. So I think if we time out, it kicks us back out to the main screen. Let's play as Fake Ryu. So this character is just obviously a parody of Ryu from Street Fighter. He's even doing the Ryu stance. Ugh. I'm not very good at judging angles in this game, which is a problem because the only way to get good at this game is to get good at judging the angles and landing your shots where you need them. Yeah, I can't reach those blues now. I've blocked myself. God damn it. I'm screwed. I'm screwed. I can't get the angle. No. Best option is to just restart. Okay, let's try again. I feel like luck plays quite a big role in these games. Because again, the colours you get are randomised, they're not on a set cycle, it seems, so you can never count on the one you want being there. Okay. Also, I like that my character appears to have a Taito logo on his back. Now there's a mahjong machine. Oh, okay. Okay. So yes, she's the kind of character you would see at like virtual mahjong. Okay, that makes sense.
Ready, go!
I think she's meant to be drunk. I think that is actually meant to be part of her character. They made this mahjong girl extremely drunk. Oh shit. God damn it. Can I have a yellow, please? I would love a yellow. You're going to give me a yellow? Please? Yellow? Yellow, please? Thank you. My God. Would love a red. Thank you. Ugh. Okay, she lost. Got a bit hairy there for a second, but I overcame. What's after Mahjong? Ah, fighting game. This is the... Wow, they really are. just parodying Street Fighter 2 there, huh? Okay, mirror match. Okay, yeah. Oh god. There's nowhere to put this. Ugh. Oh, come on. Trying to set up drops can be annoying sometimes. And you're trying to set up a drop, and then the color you need to finish that drop just never shows up, or takes a really long time to show up, and it's annoying as hell. Okay, got a bank shot there. Okay. Outlasted him. Who's next? Oh, tarot machine. Fortune teller. Are tarot machines a thing in Japan? I'm guessing they must be. Is there such a thing as virtual tarot readings? I guess that must have been a thing, right? Can I have a blue? There we go. Take that. Oh, God. Nothing I can use. Nothing I can use. Nothing I can set up. Red. Green. Green. Orange. Green again. Yellow. Red. Oh, fuck. Missed. Oh, come on. Can't believe I missed that. Oh my god. Getting lucky. Getting lucky. Okay. But she lost. It's fine. This game looks good. This game looks real good. Really nice pixel art. Nice animations. That's an unfortunate name for that. Unfortunate name for that. That arcade machine. I guess it's like a poker machine, virtual poker. Because it looks like some kind of card shark. Build up a pile of shit here. And hope I get a purple very soon. Please, purple. Give me purple. Oh my god, please. Fuck. I was so close to dropping a fat pile of bubbles on the other player, but then they got me. I guess you have limited credits because they didn't let me restart that time. Yeah, just this game pops like really well. Really like, I don't know, like really bold, bright colours, really good font work. Okay, let's go back to arcade mode. Let's have a look at single player puzzle mode. So you don't get to choose a... Oh no, you do get to choose a character. Okay. Let's play as Jester Girl. Why not? I am unsure of the significance of the stages that have bubble characters. Bubble characters circling them. But I'm sure it must mean something. So puzzle mode is pretty much what it says. It is a puzzle. You're not going up against an opponent. You are merely trying to clear the board of bubbles. Or balls, whatever you want to call them. And the more quickly and efficiently you do that, the more points you can earn. Can I get through there? Yes. Ugh. Oh my god, just let go. Here we are. I think you just keep continuing until that meter on the left side of the screen fills up. Oh my god. There we are. I assume she's a jester? I don't actually know. She's wearing a jester hat. Okay, so we can choose different stages. Let's go with stage E. See if we can figure out the difference between a regular stage and a stage that is circled by bubble characters.
Ready, go!
Oh god. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're okay. Shit. There we go. Yeah, those bank shots. Really difficult. If you're not good at like visualizing angles on things. Oh god. Uh-oh. Oh no. Can we bounce this off? Yes, we can. Take that. Okay, one clear. Don't want the red. Give me that orange. Okay. Clear this top section. Can we get it in there? No, we can't. Damn. There we go. Shit. Okay, don't want that. Don't want a red. We'll take that one though. No, stop giving me reds. Thank you. Go away. Purple. Purple. No purple. Blue. No blue. Red. Red. Orange. Orange. There we go. How much more of this should I play? Other things I'm going to look at. Whoops. Nope. That was a series of very bad shots. Oh, shit. Ah! Damn. Okay. Oh, no, couldn't thread the needle. Would really like a different colour, please. Thank you. Oh my god. Wonder if there is any actual logic to the order in which the colours you're given is. Or if it is truly random, because sometimes it really does feel random. Oh shit. Oh my god. There's no way. Okay. Look at this shit. This is so fucked. No. No way. No way. Yeah. Alright. That's enough of puzzle mode. I like puzzle mode just fine. Alright. What else have we got in here? Skip the silent acclaim logo. It's got challenge mode, which I believe is similar to puzzle mode, but you are being scored on it. I don't know, let's play as Mahjong Girl. So yeah, you're given a series of puzzle challenges, and you have to clear them as quickly as possible. And depending on how quickly and accurate your shot, how quick and accurate your shots are, changes what your rank is. Oh god. What does the bowling ball do? Oh, it just goes straight through. That's funny. Got the sparkle ball, which will delete every bubble of the colour that it hits. Okay. You really get the sense that there are, like, intended solutions for these puzzles. Like, if you can set up a very specific series of shots, you can clear this whole board in not much time at all. But the challenge is trying to figure out what it is they want you to do, right? Yeah. Oh god, another one of these ones. Uh-oh. 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 Give me a colour I can use, please. Shit. Okay. Ugh. God. This is no good. This is no good. No. Whoops. Yeah, immediately do the worst possible thing. Like, I wasn't thinking there. Okay. That was just dumb. Ah, crap. Oh, shit. No, I screwed up. I think I screwed up. Okay, no, maybe not. Uh-oh. Oh, shit. Okay. Okay, that was bad. Okay, can we hit this thing? Yes, we can. Oh, we're saved. And then we get a result. We only cleared 3 of 5, so we only get a C. And that is quite the portrait. And then we're on to round 2. But let's not do round 2. Let's look at something else. You understand what that is. So we have collection here. So I think what these are is, you know how Buster Move 2 had a custom puzzle editor? I think what these are is the developers of this game took a large number of what they saw as the best player-made custom puzzles from Buster Move 2 and put them in a collection, a standalone collection in Buster Move 3. Because I guess there must have been some kind of competition or something in Japan where it's like, hey, use the puzzle editor in in Puzzle Bubble 2X and send us a photo of your puzzle, and maybe it'll be in the next game. And I think that's what this is. And these are the names that were given alongside those puzzles, I believe. So let's just play like... Ready, go! Like this is pretty dumb. This is an easy one. Like, look at that. Like, what? That's not really a puzzle, but, you know, it's nice. It's a pretty, pretty design. This one's a little bit more complicated. Still not that complicated, though. Go back to the menu. It's quite a few of these as well. Look how many there are. There must be hundreds in here. So there is a large supply of different puzzles you can try and complete. If you want to, that sounds like something you would find fun. Which I would. I enjoy the puzzle stuff in the Bust-A-Move games. The versus stuff is fine, but the puzzle stuff is where I get the most enjoyment. Again, I'm not totally sure if the person who designed this intended there to be a quick solution for the people who can figure it out, or if this is just, I don't know, I threw some colours together, good luck. Okay, making some progress. Oh, come on now. There we go. Okay, I think we've seen everything Bust-A-Move 3 has to offer. You know, it's another Bust-A-Move game. This is a series I think that as it went on, really suffered from diminishing returns. Bust-A-Move 1 was a cool proof of concept. Bust-A-Move 2 was them taking that idea and perfecting it, and then all the games that came out after Bust-A-Move 2, or Puzzle Bubble 2, just seemed to be slightly less interesting than the last. It's like, oh, you put out another one of these. You put out another one. It's like, okay, like this is good, but I played the last 4 of these. Do I need to play another one? Not really. Yeah, Bust-A-Move is definitely a series that suffers from that a lot. I think they tried to put too many of these games out too quickly, and I think people got quite fatigued by it. Because I think Bust-A-Move 2 and 3 are the best games in the franchise, and ultimately everything after that just feels so just... Another one? Really? Another one? Alright. Anyway, let's rank. Where are we going to put Bust-A-Move 3? Like I said, these games have diminishing returns. Bust-A-Move 3 is good. Bust-A-Move 3 is really good. But it doesn't really do that much differently from the second game. Also, The second game had a straight up puzzle editor, so you could like create your own levels. This does not have that. So the Saturn version of Buster Move 2 was the best home version of that game because of all the extra stuff they put into that version that wasn't in the PlayStation or N64 versions. Buster Move 3 is the opposite case. Buster Move 3 on the Saturn is the bare bones version of the game, whereas the N64 and PlayStation ports would receive more content. I think those versions came out as Buster Move 3 DX or Director's Cut. So the Saturn version of this game is the underdog in this case. I like this game, but I don't think I like it quite as much as Buster Move 2 Arcade Edition, or Puzzle Bobble 2X as it's called in Japan. But it's not far off here. Athlete Kings might be better. I think it's a better Sega Saturn game than Soviet Strike. So the question is it better or worse than Sega Ages Volume 1? I would personally take Buster Move 3 over Sega Ages, so it is our new number 34. Both Buster Move 2 and 3 are, like I said, the high points of this franchise, and they're both really, really good. It's just a shame that they tried returning... They tried returning to the well a few too many times too quickly, and I think people just got really, really bored of this franchise. By the time you hit the early 2000s, people are done with Puzzle Bobble. You know, they are done with these games. Unless you're super hardcore Puzzle Bobble fan, you know. All right. Next game that we are going to look at today is a racing game from Sega. This game is simultaneously one of the more ambitious Sega Saturn racing games and also one of the most disappointing arcade ports to the platform that there is. This game is kind of a bummer. And we're going to find out why. This game has its apologists, but I am not one of them. And the game we are about to play is Sega Touring Car Championship. This game was made for arcades by Sega AMA or AM Annex, which was an offshoot studio from Sega AM3, who made Sega Rally Championship. And many people consider this to be the next game from the people who made Sega Rally Championship, or at least some of the people who made Sega Rally Championship, which, if you'd forgotten, is currently our number one. So, big shoes to fill. All right. Sure. How loud is this game going to be? Okay, I'm going to lower the volume a little bit just in case. It is 28th of February 2026. It sure is. Select your time zone. Okay, we're going to select this time zone. Which one do we select? This one or this one? I'm not sure because these time zone lines do not actually line up with real time zone lines. So this is an estimate at best. Let's go with this one because it has the majority of the United Kingdom in it. Are you sure? Yes. A lot of effort has gone into the presentation of this game. So much effort, which makes the game part so much more of a bummer. We're going to sit at the title screen for a little bit because there are some rolling demos I want you to see. Oh. Check out that frame rate. Oh. Woof. Yeah, you just saw kind of what was the main problem with this game in that rolling demo, which is the frame rate. We're going to watch another rolling demo, at least one more, because I think there are 3 of them in total. Because this game has a great soundtrack. Again, this game is such a bummer because it has so much potential and it squanders all of it. Clearly doing a interesting dual frame rate thing there, where the background 3D graphics are clearly running like shit, but that scrolling text in front of the 3D graphics is clearly a lot smoother than what's running behind it. So that's interesting. Last one. Okay, and that's it. So we have arcade mode and we have Saturn mode. I think the differences here are mainly how the game treats the time limits. I think in arcade mode you have a time limit counting down, and in Saturn mode there isn't a time limit counting down. But we'll play both. This game has so much style, and so I have played the arcade machine of Sega Touring Car, one of our nearby arcades. It's not the same arcade that had Sonic Blast Man. It's a different arcade, and this was a lot more recent. This was in like the late 2000s, early 2010s. There is a cinema complex about a 15-minute drive from where I live, and that cinema complex had a small arcade off to the side, and in that small arcade was a Sega Touring Car machine, which I liked to occasionally play. You can select laps. We're going to bust this down to easy because this game is a nightmare to play, so... Because I don't think the console port of this game is, I think, is terrible. Despite the incredible use of style. Brake, accelerator, okay, shift down, shift up, it's fine, it's fine. Alright. Sound? Oh, that's cool, you get like full music credits in the sound test screen. That's cool. Games don't do that enough. Okay, that's enough. That's enough. Let's actually play the game. So yeah, arcade mode, you're also limited to one gameplay mode, which is championship mode. So you have the Opel, the AMG Mercedes, the Alfa Romeo, the Toyota Supra. You push up on the D-pad, you get a different livery. But we're going to play as the Alfa Romeo. Okay. And when there are no other cars on the track, the frame rate's not bad. Oh god. But the other problem with this game is not just the performance, it is also how the game handles, which is a little bit strange. The cars in these games just feel so difficult to control. Now, sub 30-second time is not good enough. It puts us at the back of the grid. So this game has questionable performance, really bad handling, and also this game is weirdly hard. There is a first-person mode if you want that, but I prefer to play this like this. The handling is just awful. Oh my god, get off the... It's like you're the game is incredibly fast. You are incredibly fast in this game, but yet at the same time your turning ability barely exists. Also, I don't know if you've noticed, but this game has a fisheye lens effect on the racing. Everything in the middle of the screen is kind of pinched, and everything around the edge is kind of stretched, which I don't think works for a racing game. Turn. Jesus Christ. And you end up with a problem where the part of the screen that you're trying to focus on is like really small because of this like subtle fisheye lens effect that this game has. Oh my god, the frame rate. Oh. Try first person mode again. Oh my god. And you end up, this game just controls like shit. And I've played the arcade machine of this, you know. I used to have access to the arcade version of this, and it did not control like this. It controlled so much better than this. The arcade version of Sega Touring Car is actually kind of awesome. This port is such a bummer. It's such a bummer. It runs so poorly and controls so badly. Anyway, let's back out and we'll try Saturn side, which is the side of the game that has more content. Also, I'm going to change controllers because this game has support for the 3D pad and the racing wheel, so playing this game with a regular controller feels like shit. Can we do better with a 3D pad? Let's find out. Okay. Let's turn difficulty down again. Again, this was on easy. 2 laps, boost off, don't know what that is. Damage off. Control configuration. So pretty much the same. Shift down, shift up, view change. But they've shifted accelerate and brake to the shoulders, which suggests that this game makes use of the analog triggers for more subtle acceleration and braking, which I'm not sure is going to be that useful to us in a game that runs this badly, but we'll find out. But you can also calibrate your 3D controller as well, so we can actually have a look at just how sensitive the 3D pad actually is. Okay. And you know what? For an analog input that is has such a tiny draw distance, and not draw distance, throw distance, for an analog stick that has such a tiny throw distance, there is a lot of sensitivity packed into such a tiny area. Okay. And again, you can test the shoulder buttons, which are, in my opinion, the best thing about the 3D pad, are the triggers. So let's get out of here. So that's working just fine. Do a time attack. Okay. Let's be the Toyota. Toyota Supra doesn't have a alternate livery. It's just the standard white, red and green. Automatic. Country circuits. Brick wall towns. There's only 3 circuits. I think there might be some unlockable tracks. I've never been able to unlock any more tracks because of how fucked this game is. But I assume there must be maybe another track you can unlock. I don't know. I cannot confirm that. Let's go with Brick Wall Town. 5 laps. Let's see how the 3D pad feels. Oh god. No, just bouncing off of every surface. No! Oh. Is there a reverse? Is there a reverse? Nope, there's no reverse. You have to just kind of bounce your way in. Brakes seem ineffective. What if I don't go at full speed? I'm just at normal. If I go at a more normal speed, this game is more controllable. But if I'm ever putting the accelerator down, this game becomes unplayable. Oh god. What's weird about the performances is that the performance will be like moderately, will be okay for a little while, and then all of a sudden as you're going around a corner, the performance will just completely tank for like a second. Really fucking up your ability to judge like your speed. Oh god, just get off. Turn please, oh my god. I think I'm of the opinion that this game just might be too fast. Like, if this game was a slower racing game, at least for this version, it would be way more controllable. But because putting your foot all the way down on the accelerator just means you travel at such an unmanageable speed. It's nuts. Graphically, this game looks like okay. It's obviously dealing with much more complicated and detailed environments than Sega Rally was. Sega Rally's environments were moderately detailed, but actually, when you look at them closely, were actually pretty sparse. The environments in this game are a lot more, I don't know, there's a lot more going on. There's like buildings in the background, there are lampposts, there are signs, there are like wire fences with things behind the wire fence. The environments are just a lot more, there's just so much more going on in the environments. in this game, which might be a contributing factor to the dodgy performance. Oh. Okay. All right. Do we want to watch a replay? Sure. Let's see what a replay looks like. See if they do anything stylish with the replays, like Sega Rally does. It's just me ping-ponging off the sides of the track constantly as I struggle to control the car. Yeah, it just feels bad, man. Like, compare this game to just how good Sega Rally feels to play. The controls in Sega Rally are perfect. You play Sega Rally and like you immediately get the feel of the car. You know, you're able to dial in the steering pretty quickly. But this is just such a weird feeling game. It's such a strange feeling game in terms of how fast you can travel in a straight line and just how ineffective the steering and brakes feel. And like I said, the arcade version of this game does not control like this. The arcade version controls way better than this. There's just something uniquely fucked about the Saturn port of Touring Car, which is a huge bummer. It just feels bad. It feels so bad. Anyway, we've seen enough. We've seen enough of the replay. That's enough replay. What we can do is unlock some additional cars. So apparently, if I plug in the arcade racing wheel, and it has to be the arcade racing wheel, into controller port 2, you can input some codes to unlock some additional vehicles. Alright. Okay, plug the arcade racing wheel into controller port 2, then go to key configuration under the options menu. So just to make sure that it does recognise the wheel. Okay, the wheel is plugged in, it does recognise the wheel. Okay, go to key configuration under the options menu and press X, Y, Z and start together. Okay. And then on the car selection screen, you can get some different vehicles. So we highlight the Alfa Romeo and we press Z. I don't know if this works. Okay. Okay. I don't know if just pushing the button works, or you have to hold the button down and select the vehicle. I'm not sure. I'm going to try both. See, this is not written in a very clear way. Oh no, I think it worked. Yeah, okay. I think you get... Yeah, we're now racing as the Lancia... Whoa, what is going on? We're racing as the Lancia Delta from Sega Rally. I think. Which is interesting. Okay. Oh no, maybe not. No, that didn't work, I don't think. Yeah, I didn't notice a difference. Okay, let's back out and try that again. Maybe it didn't want us to go into key configuration. Maybe we just had to highlight key configuration. Again, this is not written well. When you say go to key configuration, do you mean select it or just highlight it? It's not a good way of describing what I'm supposed to do. Let's try it again. X, Y, Z, and start all together. And then we'll try again. Okay. Alright, nothing happens when I press Z, so let's keep the Z button held down while we select our options and see if anything changes. No, that looks like the same car. That looks like the Alfa Romeo. That's... okay, that doesn't work. Man. People need to be very, very, very descriptive about how things are supposed to work. This cheat, this code only has upvotes, so I'm assuming it does work. Are you supposed to do it on the wheel? It's another question that I don't know. Ugh. Maybe I'm supposed to go into key configuration and then input the command on the wheel. No, that's wrong. Hang on. Oh, for fuck's sake. Can I get out, please? No? Ugh, okay. X, Y, Z, start. Okay, I did it on the wheel that time. And also, let's do it here as well. X, Y, Z, start. Okay, we're double dipping. Cover all the bases. See if we can make this work. Maybe you can't do it in time trial mode. Maybe it's only in championship mode that you can do it. Okay, let's... okay, again, nothing is happening. If I keep the Z button held down and do this, maybe it works now. Does the car look any different? No, doesn't look any different. Cool. Okay, so these... okay, again, this cheat has only got upvotes, so I'm assuming it does work, but it's just not being very good at describing how to do it. There are too many questions. Too many questions. Yeah. Whatever. Let's play as a different car. Let's play as the Opel. just struggling to maintain control. Fucking hell. It's just the steering is either completely ineffective, or your steering, or all of a sudden your car just suddenly like launches itself to the side. There is no in between. It feels like I'm barely controlling the car, or I'm oversteering. It's just such a bad feeling racing game. Doesn't feel good at all. So no, I'm going to say the 3D pad is not a good way to play this game. It doesn't feel really all that much better. The addition of like analog acceleration and braking is nice, but doesn't actually do all that much to help the game. So if we take the 3D pad out, and we swap it with the racing wheel, hang on, I've got to make some space. So what we've got: view change, accelerate, half accelerate, brake, and half brake. So this is trying to and replicate some of the analog acceleration and braking that you can do with the 3D pad, it seems. Kind of again get a look at just how sensitive the steering wheel is. The Sega Saturn steering wheel is really fucking good, especially for like this era and the complexity of what, you know, of racing games from this era. This is an extremely good analog racing wheel. Very sensitive, very precise. As you can tell from here, kind of goes up to 98 on that side, goes up to 98 on this side. So, okay. All right, let's try this again. Let's try this again. Okay, so the paddles is how you change. Okay. Let's do the Mercedes. Alternate livery, why not? No, ooh, no. Not manual, no. And yeah, so according to this, there are two extra tracks you can unlock, but in order to do that you have to win championship mode, which I have never come close to doing, so we're probably not going to be able to see those other two tracks. Get off the side of the road, please, thank you. Steering is a little bit oversensitive. Oh my god, just trying to not overcorrect is very difficult. Let's try first person. Didn't mean to actually go down the pit lane, that's weird. Again, if I keep like half accelerate held down, and you accelerate much more slowly, this game is a lot more controllable. But again, once you start getting up to the higher speeds, maintaining control is very difficult. Get away from the wall. Man, this frame rate sucks. Yeah, this speed I'm travelling at right now, if this was the normal speed of the game, I think this would be a better game. Trying to race like this, at full speed, this game becomes uncontrollable. Oh god. if you're somewhere around the 200km/h like speed range, the game is quite controllable. But as soon as you get up to like the top speed, which is like 300 km/h, you just good luck. Yeah, this game does not control especially well, unfortunately. Alright, we'll try championship mode one more time with the wheel. It's such a shame because so much work has gone into this game's presentation. Like, it's such a cool looking and sounding game, but the game part is just not what it needs to be. Just not what it needs to be at all. What are we going to be? Be the Toyota. Don't hit the wall. No. Okay, 28 seconds. Not bad. Still probably going to put me at the back of the grid though. Remember, this is on easy. See, I felt like I didn't do too badly there, but this game is set to easy and it still put me at the back of the grid. How the fuck did anyone get 24 seconds? What? That's not possible. You see what I mean? How I think this game is like balanced to be a little bit too hard. I'm just going to keep medium acceleration held down the whole time. And look, everyone else is just pulling away because everyone is just accelerating a lot more harder than I am. So medium acceleration is not competitive, but it's the only way you can maintain control. Stop. Nah, this just feels like shit. Just feels like shit. Yeah. Yeah, this game's too hard. This game is way too hard. Sega Rally is very accessible. It doesn't feel too hard too quickly. You know, but this game is insanely difficult. I don't think this game is balanced well at all. Yeah. I think even if this game had, you know, a better frame rate and better controls, I still think this game would be too hard. Sega Rally, you are a bummer. You're a bummer of... No, not Sega Rally. Sega Touring Car. Sega Rally's amazing. Sega Touring Car, you are a bummer. You are a bummer of a video game. Fuck. Alright, car setup. Let's have a look at car setup. Alright, so you can do like custom configurations for cars. Did I accidentally back out somehow? Okay. Let's customize the Toyota. Okay, so you can adjust the gear ratio. So I guess, yeah, this is like, I think gear ratio changes your, it's like acceleration versus top speed. So are you prioritizing acceleration or are you prioritizing top speed? Let's go with large. Handling. Go slightly quicker handling. Tires, soft tires, hard tires. Soft tires, so I don't fishtail quite as much. Well, clearly we want hard front suspension. Ah. Soft rear suspension means we might be able to drift easier. We want hard brakes. Come on now. Obviously we want hard brakes. Okay. So can we use that? Where can we use that? Oh, here we go. Now we get an extra option. Tuned option. Car 1. We'll see if any of the adjustments we made this easier to control. Oops. Okay. Oh God. We're merging with another car. Oh. Okay, so yeah, our adjustments definitely had an effect. I don't know if I would call them good. Yeah, I think we made the car worse. No, yeah, we definitely made the car worse. Yeah, it's no good. Yeah. I'm not even sure if you could realistically make changes to a car setup that makes this game easier to play, frankly. I think we've seen everything we need to see. I think I've seen everything I need to see. Feels bad, man. Feels really bad. What a bummer. What wasted potential this game is. Jesus Christ, what an absolute disappointment Sega Touring Car is. You know, made by a lot of the people from AM3 who made Sega Rally. You know, the arcade game, the arcade version of this game is great. It controls so much better than the home port does. What went wrong? What happened? Why is this such an utter disaster? Like, the frame rate is terrible, really uneven frame rate. The controls are bad. The fisheye lens effect, the subtle fisheye lens effect on the car makes it difficult to judge distances, I feel. I feel like... No, I don't even know for sure if this would even, quote-unquote, fix the game, but I feel like if they made at least this version of the game a slower game, you know, so you don't accelerate so fast and your top speed isn't so incredibly high, just so it's a more controllable racing game. Get rid of the fisheye, like, lens effect completely. So you can have a better, like, idea of what's up ahead of your car. Maybe that would go some way to fixing... I mean, also maybe, like, you know, fix the frame rate. That would also help. But yeah, maybe that would go some way to fixing how this game plays. Because Jesus Christ, this is not... It's such a bad feeling racing game. It sucks. It's such a huge disappointment. Normally you can expect, you know, ports of Sega's arcade games to, you know, sure, if not look as good as the arcade version, at least play well, you know. All the previous, well, yeah, most of the previous ports of Sega's arcade games to the Saturn have at least controlled well, you know? Stuff like Sega Rally doesn't look as good, but it controls fantastically. Virtua Fighter 2 is a fantastic port, you know? Athlete Kings is a fantastic port. Where are they? The Virtua Cop games, both of them, are both really, really good ports of Sega's arcade games. So what the fuck went wrong? This is such a bummer. It's such a disappointment. It's a worse racing game than Wipeout. I would take Last Bronx. I would rather play Duke Nukem 3D than Sega Touring Car for the Saturn. I think Sky Target is a better game than the Saturn version of Sega Touring Car. Sonic R is a better racing game than the Saturn version of Sega Touring Car. I think Pandemonium is a better Sega Saturn game. Gekamugen Tan Toriko is a better Sega Saturn game. Hang On GP96 is a better racing game on the Sega Saturn. I would rather play Destruction Derby. Andretti Racing is a better racing game on the Sega Saturn. Virtua Racing is a better Sega Saturn racing game than Touring Car, which is wild. A wild thing to say. What an incredible disappointment. It's for a game that is so stylish. It's got such a, you know, such a strong style to it. Such a, you know, great style, great soundtrack, really cool menu design, you know, but then the part where you actually play the game completely falls apart. Terrible frame rate, terrible handling, annoying camera. Fuck. It's better than Impact Racing. It's here somewhere. It's here somewhere. I would rather play True Pinball. I would rather play Myst. I would rather play The Mansion of Hidden Souls. It's better than Titan Wars. It's better than Clockwork Knight 2. Man. Victory Boxing is more fun. Sega NBA Action 98 is more fun. Discworld 2 is more enjoyable. It's slightly better than Independence Day. Olympic Soccer might be a better game. Yeah. I would take both of the Discworld games over Touring Car. I might even take Space Jam over Touring Car. It's going here. It's going between Space Jam and Independence Day. What a fucking sad state of affairs. The successor to Sega Rally, made by many of the same people who made Sega Rally, both the arcade version and the Saturn version, ended up all the way down here at 141. Jesus Christ, what a disaster. What an actual disaster. I wonder what went wrong. Because they must have known. They're not idiots. They must have realised that the game didn't control well. It didn't run well, you know. I wonder if Sega just didn't give them much in terms of, like, budget and resources in order to get the Saturn version out. Because I know by the time 1997 rolls around, Sega is just not putting that much more, like, is not putting that much resources into first-party Saturn development, outside of a few choice projects, you know. There are certain dev teams still working that are getting, you know, the resources they need, but you definitely feel that especially when it came to arcade ports, Sega just was not interested in spending the money on Saturn developments. You see it in Sega Touring Car. You certainly see it in the Saturn port of House of the Dead, where, you know, a platform where you could trust Sega's arcade ports to be at least play well and run well, if not look as good. All of a sudden, the average quality level fucking nosedives once you start getting into, like, 1997 onwards. Because I think once you get into 97, certainly, like late 97, I'm going to say that it's in terms of internal, like, first party development, it's all hands on deck for what would eventually be the Dreamcast, right? So I imagine this must have just been a case where the console port developers just did not get the time and resources they needed to make this good. Which is sad. Which is so sad. Anyway. That is Sega Touring Car Championship. One of what I feel to be the most disappointing games for the platform. Hang on. Get in there. Bummer. What a bummer of a game. What a depressing situation indeed. Anyway. On to our third and final game for this video. If you just give me a moment, I will be right back. I have returned. It's time for us to play our third and final game for this video. What are we currently at? Just under 2 hours. Okay, we're making good time. The third and final game that we are going to play tonight is a movie tie-in game, and it is a 2.5D platformer, and it goes by the name of The Lost World Jurassic Park. I remember this game selling extremely well on the PlayStation. I want to say this is probably one of, if not the best-selling movie tie-in game for the PlayStation 1. So many of my friends at school bought The Lost World, or had The Lost World bought for them because they or their parents were such, big fans of the Jurassic Park films. So let's see how this game looks and runs and plays on the Sega Saturn. I think the movie The Lost World gets a lot of shit. I would never, ever, ever try to suggest that it is better or even as good as the original Jurassic Park. The original Jurassic Park is kind of a perfect movie, whereas The Lost World is kind of a, an inferior sequel. But, and hear me out, I think The Lost World is still a pretty good movie. The original Jurassic Park is like a 10 out of 10. The Lost World is like a 7 out of 10. It's fine. It's actually okay. It's not as good, but it's still okay. It's still okay. You can enjoy The Lost World and not feel bad about it. Yes, there is that one extremely dumb scene where the girl kills a velociraptor with the power of gymnastics. That is incredibly dumb. I agree. Yes, you should not curse the entire film just because of that one scene. What's happening? Okay. Oh, it's Appaloosa. Appaloosa did this. You remember Appaloosa? They did, God, hang on. Appaloosa did 3 Dirty Dwarves for the Saturn. They also did the Saturn port of Sky Target. And they're also the creators of Echo the Dolphin. They, yeah. I think they're responsible for the the Saturn port of The Lost World. Okay. Stage selector. Okay, mono stereo, sound effects, music. Let's leave it on normal for now. Compsognathus, which is the tiny baby dinosaur, about the size of a chicken. Okay. So this game has multiple chapters, and in each chapter you take control of a different dinosaur. And I believe the main selling point for this game at the time was that there was a chapter where you could play as a T-Rex and eat people. This game is compatible with the 3D pad, so I have the 3D pad plugged in again. I don't know why it doesn't appear to have analog movement. No. There is no analog movement. It treats the analog input on this controller like a big D-pad, so using the 3D pad is kind of pointless. Hang on. Okay, we killed those, whatever they are. I think... Okay. Okay, B button to attack. C button to... No, sorry. A button to lunge. C button to jump. Y button to dodge, I think? Is that a dodge? Okay, and Z to eat. And I believe by eating we can regain some of our health. Okay. X does nothing, I believe. Okay, and it's left trigger to eat, right trigger does nothing. Okay, interesting. Come on now. Okay. Oh, come on, there are two of them there. Come on. Let me eat the other one. Also, I'm not sure what the eye in the top right is doing. I'm not sure what that represents. Can we eat the bug? Yes, we can. Motherfuckers. Do these things respawn? If so, that's annoying. Okay. Okay. Oh, they do respawn. I technically don't have to attack these things. I can just avoid them. Little shit. Uh-oh. Hope there's no full damage. Look down? No? Okay. Kind of tilt the camera down a little bit. No idea what that eye in the top right is doing. Hang on. I'm interested. I want to know. Look at the manual. Instinct gauge. Ammo count. What? Instinct gauge. Shows you how much power your dinosaur has to attack with. As you gain instinct, the eye will transform from green to red, indicating you are more powerful. Okay, so it's like a power meter. Alright. Alright. Okay. Not quite sure what turns it from green to red. We have 0 out of 9 DNA. I have no idea what that means. If there's like secret collectibles or... That was quite a short level to hide 9 secrets in there. But, okay. I remember this game being weirdly difficult. Okay. Oh, bigger dinosaur. Can I kill this thing or? Okay, I killed it. Oh, you only get 2 bites off of it. That sucks. Well, we're almost dead. I think those plants hurt you if you land on them. Just going to avoid him. It's fine. Oh god, another one. Get off! And that's that level. We got an even lower class for that. We got prey, a prey rank, rating. Yeah, I think the combat in this game sucks. I don't think it's fun to fight things. Creek bed. Oh, look at that. Look at the cute attempt at reflections. I appreciate we get full health refill at the start of the next level. What is this? Oh god. More of these fucking things. Jump! Thank you. Appreciate that the game doesn't make you engage in the combat if you don't want to, at least at this stage. Oh my god. Okay. Also, I like the fact that enemy dinosaurs can't jump. What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? It's chasing me. Get away. I'm just going to avoid these guys. It's fine. And then another one. Almost 4 of them in here. I'm just going to go. I'm just going to go. Oh, hey. I'm guessing that's a DNA? A DNA collectible? It looked like it. It sure did look like it. Yeah. Apparently there were 8 more of those things hidden in that level. Huh. Okay. The Isle of Giants. There's something going on here. Ah. What? Oh, have we got to dodge the feet? Oh. Okay. Even running into the feet hurts you. Okay. Come on. Okay, so now. Okay, so the next feet are there. Oh, fuck. Okay, go. Can I duck in this hole to avoid the feet? Stop. I don't like that even just touching the feet hurts you. I feel like if the foot is already on the ground, it shouldn't hurt you, but okay, whatever. So these plants are annoying, they just slow you down. Okay, go. Oh. Where's the next feat? There it is. Oh, they've passed. Okay. Come on. Okay. That level was slightly annoying, but we got there. Sleeping Titan. It's weird that they would even have support for the 3D pad if it's just going to use the analog nub like a D-pad. There's no analog control to this movement whatsoever. It's just standing still or full speed. Which is bummer. Whoop! That's a velociraptor. At least I think it is, maybe? It's hard to tell. Whoop. It's chasing me. Oh, it stood on me. Get off me, please. Can I move? No? Just instant death. Okay. Just instant death. Okay. I thought maybe I could juke it. I thought the whole point was to like turn back just before it got to me so it overshot me, but apparently not. No. Can I just keep running? No, it just stands on me anyway. Well, this is fun. I'm not 100% sure what it is. Okay. Okay, then you dodge it, and you go back the other. Okay. Wow, he takes a lot of health. god, these plants are annoying as hell. Sometimes they're hidden behind the trees, you can't even see them. Jump! Okay. Okay, we escaped. Yeah, these levels are not very long. Which, you know what? I'm okay with. I'm okay with. Planes. Avoid these fucking things. Get off me. Jump, please! Wow, it's not very responsive controls, is it? Hammering the jump button and nothing happens. Oh god. Okay, they are velociraptors, 100%. Yeah, the movement feels like shit. Kind of unresponsive, personally. I think. But luckily that is an extremely short level, that one. River's Edge. We might input some passwords in a minute just so we can see some other dinosaurs. Oh Jesus. Oh come on. Oh shit. That's good. Oh fuck. Platforming is terrible. Oh, come on. You can't jump when you want to jump. And pinpoint landing is impossible. So the combat's bad. The platforming feels bad. Fuck's sake. Okay. Okay. Shit. Okay. That's a really small platform I've got to land on. Are you kidding me? Oh, shit. Movement is really unresponsive. Like, I'll hit left on the D-pad, and like half a second later, he will actually move. So look, watch this, watch this, watch this, watch this. Ready? Left. Look how much time passes between me hitting the button and him moving. Ready? Right. Jesus Christ. Wrong button. Yeah. This feels like shit. Let's input some passwords. Let's have a look. Let's change. This plays velociraptors. There we go. Password. Input sequence. Okay. Velociraptor levels are... What? Okay. Z, X, Y, 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 Z, X, Y, X, Y, X, Y. Okay, now it's just compies again. Okay. That's no fun. Let's try that again. We can't quit out until it loads. Oh boy. Okay. Try that again. Z, X, Y, 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 Z, X, Y, X, Y, X, Y. Nope, that didn't seem to do anything. Let's try unlock all stages. X, A, X, Y, 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 Z, X. Shit. Hang on. X, A, X, Y, 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 Z, X, Y, Y. Beneath the surface. Okay, alright, so we can play as... Oh, we can play as humans. Oh, cool. The idiots are out tonight. We have velociraptor levels. Oh, T-Rex. Other human levels. Okay. It's nice that they indicate to you which levels are which by the use of the animated sprite. Otherwise, I would have no way of knowing.
Okay, we've got you on our scope. Just keep moving.
Where are they?
It's doing fine. Look, you've only got 30 meters to go.
What the hell behind me?
Don't panic. Just stand in a few minutes. I'm having trouble picking up.
Where are they?
Help right now.
Oh no!
I might turn this game down a little bit. Just a little bit. The way out. Okay, so B is attack, A is lunge, C is jump up. Okay, X is call. We're calling out. Y is again dodge. Z is eat. Oh, this combat's so fucking bad. I'm stun locked. I can't turn around. I'm fucking stun locked. Wow, this feels like shit. Oh my god. You have no time to react. Oh my god. It's okay, you get a full health refill from that, by the way. Oh, fuck's sake. What the fuck? Okay. Oh my god. Okay. 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 Alright, this is kind of cool. You can leap on them from behind if they're running away from you and kill them in one go. Okay. Oh, fuck this. Oh my god, get out. Oh my god, this is terrible. I can't, I'm stun locked. I can't get out of the way. God, fucking damn it. I can't get, I'm stun locked. I can't move. Oh, this feels like shit. Oh wow. I'm just... they don't give you any time to like eat, like try and regain health. Oh my god. There's two bodies there. Can I not eat both bodies? No. No. That guy can just shoot through boxes, apparently. That guy can shoot through the floor. Ugh, unresponsive controls. Really bad fucking combat. Oh, fuck you. He can just shoot you in midair and kill all of your momentum. Okay. I'm just gonna go. Run! Please move! Oh my god. Would not accept any inputs. Just gonna go. I'm just gonna go. I'm just gonna go. Okay. I'm just gonna go. Just gonna go. Fuck this. Oh my god. So many people must have been horribly disappointed back in the day, because this was a very popular game. A lot of people bought this game, specifically for the PlayStation. There must have been so many kids who bought this and just thought it, just so disappointed by it. Raptor Ravine. Okay, we've got rival velociraptors. Okay. No, not interested. Get up. Jump there. Weird parrots. Oh, what's that? It's a 1-up. Okay. Oh my god. This platforming is awful. Okay. Oh, so there's full damage. We just found out we have full damage. Okay. Okay. The fuck is that? That's right, don't fuck. Don't fuck with me. Okay. Hold anything? No. Okay, we can kill things pretty quickly sometimes, it seems like. I think it might be because our instinct meter is completely in the red. Oh, cool. Yeah, it really doesn't help having big foreground objects like that just blocking your view of what is happening. It's like they put that tree in the most awkward position possible, so I can't even see the platform I'm trying to stand on. Okay. Oh, these fucking things. Fuck off. Okay. 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 Don't really need to eat them, but it's the look of the thing that matters. Oh my god. Okay. Right. Can we go in this cave? We can. This is where we get to the level up. All right, not the level up, the extra life. So as long as we maintain, like, combat, if we keep engaging in combat, we can keep our instinct level up, which will keep our damage up. Those green flying dinosaurs are really fucking annoying. They just kind of come out of nowhere. Oh, like that. They just come out of nowhere, man. They just come out of nowhere. Maybe they're like programmed, if you're taking too long, one will just spawn and attack you to keep you going. There's another one. Okay. Nope. Oh my god, this platforming is so terrible. I just passed straight through that platform. There we go. Okay. The burn zone. We'll play one more Velociraptor level, then I'll load up the T-Rex levels, and then we'll have a look at those. We appear to be navigating the aftermath of a forest fire of some kind. Okay. Alright, so if you can get behind an adversary and attack it and lunge on it from behind, you can kind of get an instant kill, it seems. I'm sure that depends greatly on exactly what your adversary is. Oh, fucking hell. Okay. Push him into the fire. Yeah, if you get your instinct up, you do so much damage. Okay. Another one. Can I go back the other way? Aha! Another life. snack on you a little bit. Huh. I can't get over this rock. Nope, definitely can't jump over that rock. Can't break the rock. Okay. Oh. DNA. So I can't go that way. Oh wow, I can duck. Okay, definitely can't... I can't go back down the hill. Oh no, you can. Okay, you got to hold left and down in order to do that. So, is there another path? I wonder. Okay, these guys respawn, right? And their whole thing is that they've got like a armoured head that they headbutt you with. Can you... Are you supposed to try and, like, bait the guy up here into destroying that rock for you, like this guy? Yeah, come on. Come over here, follow me. Okay. No, because if you get too far to the right, he resets back here. So how the fuck are you supposed to... And surely this game doesn't have, like, a ton of backtracking, because that would suck. Can we call? Can we use the call for something? No? Huh. No. There's definitely nothing over here. Just another wall that we can't... Oh my god. Maybe, yes, no? We can, but I don't think we're supposed to? No? Okay. Oh my god. It's here. There we go. Whoop. Don't land in the fire. Or the lava, whatever it is. Might be a lava flow, actually. Oh, he does. He does do that. So you can use them. You can bait them into destroying the rocks for you. But for whatever reason, that other one back at the other end of the map wouldn't follow me to the right. Which is annoying as hell. I wonder if that's actually the intended solution there. Can we taunt him? Can we, like, lure him over? Come on, man. Come on. That's right, yes. Oh, God damn it. You got to keep him on screen, otherwise he despawns and resets. That fucking sucks. That's terrible. Okay, well, I'm not sure what you're supposed to do there, if that's even the intended solution. Alright, let's look at some T-Rex levels. There we go. Aftermath. Okay. Tyrannosaurus Rex Aftermath. Wow, that is a really that's a really chunky looking model. Okay, you've got A is lunge. B is normal attack. C is jump. There's something really silly about the visual of a T-Rex jumping. Okay. X is raw. Y is back up. Oh, I've got to be careful. Why is there just a giant red-hot tree trunk? Turn around, you fucker. Again. Can I eat, please? Can I eat something? Left. Left is to eat. No. I can roar. All the eat buttons are just raw now, so I cannot eat. That's annoying. Again, putting shit in the foreground so you can't see what you're doing. Really bad positioning of that stuff. Okay. Oh god. Alright, we'll try that one again, shall we? Now that we know. Turn around, you fucker! If you try and turn around and they attack you, it interrupts your animation, so you can't turn around? Which is dumb? Okay. Why is just oh, fuck? Oh my god, get what? Well, that seems impossible. Okay, yeah, whatever. Let's just cover the entire level in like lava pits that hurt to walk through, but They're so massive you can't help but take damage. Okay. What? Okay, it's locked to the difficulty. Alright. Nature, sulfur fields. Force of nature. And then, I don't think this game is very good. I imagine if you were like 10 and you're way into dinosaurs, I'm sure this game was, you know, you were willing to put up with this game's bullshit. But, I don't know. I don't think I'm willing to put up with this game's bullshit. Oh my god, turn around. Oh my god. Poorly positioned foreground objects blocking your view. Unresponsive controls. Bad combat. Oh my god. That's so annoying. I'm just going to try and avoid them. Just the visual of a T-Rex jumping is... is so silly. It's so silly to me. Oh, Stega! Oh, it just kills you. It just kills you. Okay. Yeah, sure, whatever. Okay. I think I've seen enough. I think I've seen enough. You know, I bet a lot of people, a lot of kids who got this game back in the day because they're way into, like, dinosaurs, I bet they were really bummed out. I bet they were like, oh no, this game sucks. What have I done? Not a great movie tie-in game. Not a great movie tie-in game. Not an especially good game. You can tell a lot of like work has gone into like the animations. You know, into like the dinosaur animations, but the controls are unresponsive. The combat sucks. The combat is just terrible. The Saturn version, not an especially good looking version of the game. I don't think so. It runs okay, which is the important thing. This version of the game seems to run fine. There's not really much of like, I don't know, a frame rate issue at all, which is good. So, you know, there's that. But yeah, I don't think this game is very good. So where are we going to put The Lost World, Jurassic Park? I think this game is better than Sega Touring Car. As a video game. I like it more than Discworld 2. I like it more than NBA Action 98. I think NBA Action 98 is a better made game in every single way, but it's a basketball game, so it immediately I immediately don't give a shit. I would still rather play this game than any basketball game. Is that fair? No. But is it my list? Yes. Like I've mentioned before, this list is entirely subjective, based on my personal taste, and while I will agree that NBA Action 98 seems like a pretty well-made basketball game, I would still rather play a shitty 2.5D platformer than it. I think it's probably a better game than Victory Boxing, but how much? That's the question. Highway 2000 is a better game. World Series Baseball 2 seems like a better game. Frankenstein Through the Eyes of the Monster is more entertaining. Crime Wave is better. NHL 97 is better. Destruction Derby is better. It's here somewhere. Andretti Racing is a better game. The Saturn version of FIFA 97, while not great, I think is still a better game. I think Virtua Racing is more fun. True Pinball is more fun. Mansion of Hidden Souls is more interesting. Is it better or worse than Virtual Open Tennis? Virtual Open Tennis is the better of the two tennis games released in Europe for the Sega Saturn, but I don't know if I think it's actually think it's that good. Sure. Yeah, I would rather play Virtual Open Tennis. It's our new 134. The Lost World, Jurassic Park. An okay movie. Extremely underwhelming video game. But that didn't stop people from buying the game, because this is sold extremely fucking well, if I remember correctly. Oh dear. Anyway, that is it for this video. Next time on Ranking of Saturn. Next time we will be ranking 3 more games. No 0.5 video this time. We're going from one full video into another. 3 more games. And those games next time will be a 2D fighting game, a 3D platformer, and another soccer game. Hooray. Not a good one. Not a good one this time. In fact, a famously bad one next time. But it's important that we look at it and we play it and we rank it for posterity. Anyway, as always, thank you for joining me. I hope to see you again next time. And my name is the Real Blue Dragon. Goodbye.